You know, Jeremy, you and I had a talk on the phone.
Sergeant, I understand.
No, to hear me out.
Okay, go ahead, Sergeant.
This time you're going to shut up.
Yes, Sergeant.
You're not going to interrupt me. You and I had a conversation on the phone, in-depth conversation. Now, you did a motorcycle escort Saturday out of Rock and Brew. Under what authority did you guys do that escort? It's not a funeral. You can't do those.
That was cleared with Orlando's Airport Division. I don't know.
They don't have the authority to tell you to break the law. If my wife was here right now, she'd probably slap the shit out of you for that. You scared the shit out of her. The problem is this is not a security company.
Okay.
So by the law, you're under arrest. Don't reach for your weapon.
Second one for carrying.
Okay, you all right? I'll take it to the
So this is just. I'm just trying to keep him calm because he's got asthma-related issues.
Calm down, man. All right. All right. There's probably some stuff that you were misled to believe by your security company or your
employer.
All right.
Hold on, my lap. The radio needs to touch, yeah. Hey, throw this on the car. My phone's in the back.
Phone's in the back?
Yeah.
Take this off.
Yeah. There you go.
We know you got your phone in here, all right?
Yeah.
Just keep your hat on you.
Sergeant,
Hi there.
how's it going?
Good. You are the driver of this vehicle?
Yes.
I need your driver's license. You know, Jeremy, you and I had a talk on the phone.
Sergeant, I understand.
No, to hear me out.
Okay, go ahead, Sergeant.
This time you're going to shut up.
Yes, Sergeant.
You're not going to interrupt me. You and I had a conversation on the phone, in-depth conversation, about your tactics, about your lights, about everything. Okay? This impersonating police officer is coming to an end. Okay, you've told me point blank the reason you do it is to get respect. The reason you wear this outfit is so people think you're cops and they will respect you and listen to your authority. The reason your cars look like the Ocoee Police Department is so they think you're cops. Okay, you guys have taken this too far. You have taken it too far. The passing on a double yellow lines, you can't do that. You know you can't do that. I've told you you can't do that. But your bikes continue to do that. All right? When we talked last time, I was talking about you guys occupying more than one lane. You can't do that. Okay? I've told you this time and time and time again, Jeremy. But you continue to do it. You continue to ride around Orange County in a lawless state with your escorts. Okay? Enough's enough. All right, we've had it with you guys. All right, in the state. Why are you pounding on vehicles? Why are you hitting no authority?
I didn't know he was an officer.
It doesn't matter what he is, if he was an officer or not. What if it's just a regular civilian that's calling us in right now?
I understand totally. Please let me finish.
I'm letting you finish.
Okay. At that time, he stops.
Okay.
He rolls down his window, and I'm like, sir, you got to get out of the funeral. He's like, what you're doing is illegal. You can't do this. I was like, sir, you got to get out of the funeral. You can't keep slamming on your brakes. The family's honking at you. Move. Come on. He's like, I'm a deputy, or I'm a cop. You're breaking the law, and I'm going to arrest you. I was like, sir, I don't care if you're a cop or not. You're cutting in and out of the funeral, and you're slamming on your brakes. Get out of my funeral. Please, get out of my funeral. He's like, I'm a cop. I'm going to arrest you. I was like, sir, I honestly, I won't lie to you, Sergeant. I said, sir, I don't care. I don't care if you're a cop. Get out of the funeral. Then he purposely continues on in the funeral. If the light's green, he'd slam on his brakes, and the family would stop behind him. These guys are waving him on. And then at Mills in Virginia, this man on the motorcycle, he's on the far right. He leaves the funeral, goes towards him, and then at the last second shoots over. So he's in the far right lane of Mills, comes into the intersection, shoots over, almost clips him, and then cuts back into the funeral and slams on his brakes. Sergeant, with all due respect, I hear what you're telling me. Our cars were black and white before Ocoee even went to black and white.
It don't matter. I'm still saying,
okay,
what you told me specifically when we were talking that day on the phone is the reason you wear the uniforms you wear, the gun belts you wear, the cars, the bikes the way they are, is to look like law enforcement.
I didn't say look like law enforcement.
That was your exact words.
My exact words were to look like what we do for professionalism and so people respect us.
I never said and what did I say back to you? I said, because you look like cops. That's the reason. And you said, correct. That's exactly what you said.
But Sergeant, what we're doing as a funeral escort, we're in traffic, holding traffic. We're legally allowed to keep the traffic from crossing.
Jeremy, let me ask you this question.
Sergeant. Yes, Sergeant.
With what you're saying, the analogy you're saying, the reason you look like cops, your cars look like cops, the bikes look like cops, is to gain the respect and authority that you want from the public to listen to what you're saying. That's what you're telling me.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's exactly what you said.
That's not what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is, then why doesn't every construction worker that has a flag out there look like you do, so they get the respect that you get?
Sergeant, I hear what you're saying. Our cars were black and white when I opened.
I'm not talking about the cars.
In 2010.
I'm talking about how you act and how you look. It makes the public think, just like that day when I explained to you, your cars were blocking the entire 408. Okay, the entire 408.
I didn't know that was you I was talking to. I'm sorry, I'm bad with
Yes, you
names.
did.
Well, God is my witness. I did
Jeremy,
not,
that wasn't the first time we've had a
I
conversation.
understand, but I didn't know.
And you even know me.
I do, Sergeant. I'm sorry I didn't know that was you that we were talking on the phone. And I believe, you can ask my sergeant. I fired the guy that did that. I swear to God as my witness. I give you my word. When you told me that, I was like, that's
You said you were going to pull the body cam and get back with me,
did.
which you never did. You never called me back.
I called the sheriff's office and I asked for Motors Division and they transferred me and nobody knew who I was talking to. I swear to God
Okay.
as my sole witness, I did not remember your
Okay.
name. Asked my sergeant, I fired the guy immediately. I swear. That was bullshit and that was incorrect of what they did. And Sergeant, I hear what you're telling me.
You did a funeral escort, all right, up in Lake County a couple weekends ago on a Saturday.
Now be careful, I have 30 guys, so I haven't been to
Your
Lake County.
company.
Okay, right.
Your company.
Okay,
And I'm going to be speaking personally here.
okay.
My family wasn't in the car. This outcome would have been different that day.
Roger.
But your car, and I think it was the Durango, was passing on a double yellow line down 437, ran me and my family off the road. Literally ran me off the road.
What day?
It was a Saturday. It was the Saturday of the hurricane, when the hurricane was coming. So whatever that date was. My wife screamed. My daughter was crying. And if that was in Orange County, like I said, the outcome would have been a lot different.
And I hear you 100%, Sergeant. I give you my word.
Saturday. It was Saturday I believe that would have been August 30th. August 31st, whatever that Saturday was. Because Memorial Day was Monday.
Okay. What time, if you don't mind me asking?
It was right around
Lake County or Lake Lynn?
Lake County, 437 and Wolf Branch Road. They were coming southbound on 437, turning west on Wolf Branch Road. And I was northbound on 437 from Wolf Branch.
Okay. So I can't believe I have more than one.
And that was probably right around, probably noonish, 1 o'clock, I think, is when we were in that area. But you probably only had one up
Do you
there.
have a card with your phone number on?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Sergeant, I hear exactly what you're saying.
Jeremy, here's the thing. Jeremy.
Go ahead.
Okay. You and I need to sit down and review Florida State Statute on funeral escorts. It's very clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can have the amber and in the purple.
Right.
Like we discussed last time, you had white. And I told you couldn't have
That's why
white.
we got rid of the white.
Okay.
Right.
Secondly, in your funeral processions, you can only maintain a single lane.
That's not what FHP Legal told us, and I have the paperwork from
Okay,
FHP Legal.
are you sitting here with FHP Legal? Let me ask you this, Jeremy. Jeremy, let me ask you this. Who rules in the county? Who has the highest authority in the county?
You do.
The Sheriff's Department. That's
Right.
correct. So if the Sheriff's Department is saying, you can't do this.
But see, that's where, Sergeant, with all due respect to you, and I hear what you're telling me, but Steve Foster, when Major Krantz was...
He's not here. They're not here. We're not playing that game.
Okay.
I have told you since that, because you said the same thing to me on our phone conversation, and Ron Chapman told you, that's what you were telling me.
Right.
Okay, I told you. They're no longer here anymore. This is what state statute says.
And I understand that. And I've been tightening down on my guys. and
Okay.
You're
not. They ran me off the road, Jeremy.
I can promise you, with all due respect, Sergeant, I can promise you, I will fucking take care of that.
Whoever was driving, it was a black guy, because I saw I could tell it was a black male or a black female.
Okay.
All right, that's all I could tell.
I already know who it is, so
Okay.
I will take care of that. And you have my word on that.
Okay.
I know.
And if I'll tell you what, my wife was here right now, she'd probably slap the shit out of you for that. You scared the shit out of her. My daughter's in the back seat crying. And like I tell you, Jeremy, if that was in Orange County, it would have turned out different.
Sergeant, I understand who I am,
Right.
but I would still, no matter what, right now, if somebody came for you, I would protect you just as much. And I know you don't give a shit
That,
to leave me.
but that's not, Jeremy,
neither
here's
here
the
nor
thing. That's not here or there, okay? The bottom line is what you're doing in Orange County is lawlessness. Okay, you can't do the escorts the way you're doing it. The deputy in the car saying, yeah, they're passing on a double yellow line. They're holding up traffic. They're holding up 2 lanes of traffic.
Sergeant,
They're merging
how are
traffic.
you passing on a double yellow line? It's a 4-lane.
No, I'm saying,
way.
what he's saying is, right, it's a 4-lane road and you were converting everybody to one single lane. You're impeding the flow. You can't impede the flow. You can only hold the lane that your funeral is in.
And Sergeant,
That's what I explained to you on the phone.
and I hear you, and I'm not arguing with you, but that is not what we were advised by state, and that's not what the statute says.
It
The
does
second
say.
paragraph of the statute says that we can move around. It says we can move and produce or.
Here, I'll bring the statue up.
sure.
I'll bring the statue
new
up.
2019.
Yeah, she's gonna get with Tabitha to make sure she's something else.
What kind of weapon is that?
It's a 1911.
It's a regular handgun?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you have your, what do you have to carry that weapon openly in the state of Florida?
I have a G license.
G license. But the problem is this is not a security company.
Okay.
So by the law, you're under arrest. Don't reach for your weapon.
Can my teammates take my?
All right. We need to seize this belt and everything.
It's all company issued by the boss, so
Why does he issue these guns?
just for self-defense.
What do you need self-defense? You're just an escort company.
I don't know. Honestly, sir.
Why do you look like a cop carrying a gun belt with a bulletproof vest?
If you ask these guys, I do law enforcement photography.
The only time that he can carry that weapon is when he's performing security services on the property that he's performing the services for. You're not a security company. He cannot openly carry a weapon. That's state statute.
490. Okay, Sergeant, I hear what you're saying. I'm not arguing.
Okay.
493 says if they're in uniform, they're allowed to open carry.
Correct. For a security company. That's what his license is for. His license allows him to carry for the security company that he's actively working for. You're not a security company. You're a business like FedEx. You're a business like the construction company with the flag guys. You're just a business with a business license to do escorts. That's all you are. You are not a security company. Correct?
Correct.
Okay, so by just that alone, he is not entitled to carry that weapon working for you because you're not a security company.
The judge said that in Orange County.
Okay.
We went in front because
Well-
Corporal Ramsey took my mace and baton and handcuffs, and the judge returned them and said that we can carry openly baton, mace, and handcuffs.
Well, we'll see this time. What's this? Pepper ball?
That's pepper ball.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take it out. So the same question I asked him, why do you look like a cop?
We have this for the company.
For the company. Why does the company make you look like a cop?
Why does the company make us look like a?
Yeah.
We're just funeral escorts, sir.
I understand that, but why do you look like a cop?
This is a company issued shirt, and this is company issued duty.
Gun belt. So you're just a company, like every other company in
not
Orange
security.
County. You're not security, correct? You're just a company doing escorts. So why doesn't the flag guys directing traffic look like a cop like you do?
I'm not 100% sure, sir.
Huh?
I can't answer that.
He's definitely going on. These two are just being secured right now with the weapons, yes.
Sorry, my flashlight is burning hot. It's burning my. Yeah.
What now, Sergeant?
Well, give me a few minutes and I'll explain it to you. He had a real gun.
That's a real gun?
No, the guy right there.
The white handled one?
Yeah.
What's the other kid in?
And he says, well, I have a security license.
Doesn't matter. What's the
No.
other one going?
Do you have your driver's license or anything?
It's all in my truck.
So you don't even have your driver's license when you're riding a motorcycle?
I know the license number though.
You do? Okay, hang on. Let me get a piece of paper.
Oops.
Perfect.
Bravo 622
Hang on one second. Bravo 622
70.
Okay. And you understand why you're being arrested? Okay.
Open carry.
Okay. And you understand that because of this, I got to get with the Department of Agriculture, and they can yank your license now.
They're going to.
Yeah, I know they are.
Yeah.
Okay. But I just wanted to give you the heads up on that.
Yeah, they're going to pull my K license.
Yeah.
And my G license.
Okay. There you go. All right, we're going to take him over to this car.
Yes, sir.
Okay, he's going for the open carrying. Okay, and that's it. And then all the other guys, they're clear. They don't have. They're all pepper ball guns. All I'm saying, Jeremy, is you got to clean it up.
Yeah.
You got to clean it up. You've got to get with your guys. You've got to clean it up, or we're gonna be coming at you hard. because enough's enough. It really is. And you know it. That's what gets me. We've had these conversations. You know it. You know your guys. If you want to sit down with me, we can sit down. We can go over state statute, and we can say, hey, this is what you can do. But your guys are always passing on double yellow lines. Always. You can't do that.
Your card, Sergeant?
Yes. I'll grab that. All right. Secondly, now you did a motorcycle escort Saturday out of Rock and Brew. Under what authority did you guys do that escort? It's not a funeral. You can't do those.
That was cleared with Orlando's airport division? I don't know.
They don't have the authority to tell you to break the law. You cannot hold an intersection for a motorcycle funeral or for escorting dump trucks. The only thing you can...
that were on that funeral, believe it or not, were your guys and federal air marshals, and I have no control over what rules they get squared away with Lieutenant over at the airport. But I can promise you that there was 5 or 6 of your guys on that funeral.
Maybe.
I mean that escort.
Not on that escort.
Yes, sir. On that charity event. Yes, sir, they were.
Maybe riding in it.
That's what I mean.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
You remember, don't you? You like you told the media, you help us out with escorts. You helped us out with.
I didn't say I helped you guys out.
That's
Never
what
said that. Go back and get Mr. Cox's footage.
I got it.
Said we were
a part of
that funeral,
which is misleading. Again, like
accepted.
Like you do here, you mislead.
Invited.
No, all the public was invited, but it's misleading when you say that because you lead the public to believe you were helping us on those funerals. You never helped us out on those funerals.
I said we helped you in any way, shape, or form.
I said you're misleading by your terminology. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Sorry.
Now, with the bike escort, it doesn't matter if there are cops in that bike escort. You as a company cannot violate state law. You cannot hold intersections. The only time you can do that is for funerals, Jeremy. Jeremy, call me. We'll sit down, put it out in black and white to you.
Right.
And it'll keep you out of trouble. Trust me when I say that. Because here's the deal, Jeremy, and I'm saying this to you point blank. You guys have poked the bear one too many times. The bear's coming out of the woods.
Okay.
All right?
And I'll say it in front of the other lieutenants. He's a K and G instructor. I don't know 493 statutes.
It's very clear.
He told me he could open carry as long as he has he showed me, I have copies of his licenses and everything.
Yeah. He can open carry as long as he's working at the time for a company and he's carrying on the property that he's working on. Is the only time he can open carry, yes.
I understand, Sergeant.
Yep. So, all righty?
Generally, it says from the range to his car to the range.
Yeah.
He showed me.
Years ago, there was 2 brothers. I don't know if he's one of them that were kind of running the company that we arrested.
Yeah, because I used to live on Nebraska.
They were impersonating your bike unit years ago, and also they were going down the drive during the classic and writing tickets. They stole someone's ticket book or writing tickets.
Diego, listen, I need you to tell them here they're arresting all of my guys and they're possibly going to arrest me. We just did a funeral escort and they're saying that we can't wear what we're wearing. And Orlando police is arresting all my guys right now. One is Victor Perez. One is Stephen Negron. One is Randall something. Stephen Negron, Randall something or other, and Victor Perez. And they're probably going to arrest me.
How you doing, sir? Hey, what's going on?
Moni from Morris County Sheriff's Office. Hey, I called in. These guys have been coming all the way down Mills. I understand they're doing escort or whatever, but they're literally going like 90 miles an hour down the road. This guy and some of his motors guys. How you doing, Steve? This guy especially. Some are directing cars to go into one lane, some are directing them out. So we went into one lane. This guy jumps out of his car, bangs on our hood, and was like, "You can't get in the funeral procession." And I said, "Hey," I said, "I'm not trying to mess up your thing, but," I said, "the other guy's telling us to get in." He goes, "I don't care." He's cussing at us, you know, saying "fuck boy" and stuff. I got my 4-year-old kid in the car here with me, and my wife. And then he starts following behind us like he's going to pull us over. Well, I'm not pulling over for him. I'm definitely sure. And, yes, I mean, well, I'm supposed to try to take my wife to a doctor's appointment, and they got this guy chasing us. Him and another one on a motor, but I didn't get his badge or his tag number or anything. There's a whole bunch of them because obviously they're doing an escort, and I understand that. I'm not trying to mess up their escort. If I was on duty, he would be 10-15. I'm not joking. I mean, he's that much of a danger to everybody coming down the road and stuff. And, I don't know who he keeps me on the phone somehow. I don't know if he's calling supervisor.
I think he's talking to the dispatcher.
Yeah, whatever.
Supervisor.
So that's the scenario. I mean, he's basically impersonating LEO. We've arrested these guys a bunch of times in Pine Hills. This particular company, and I don't know about this guy. I'm not sure which one he is, but we've arrested him a bunch of times. Yeah. For that, every time he would jump out, he would put his hand on his belt. I don't know if he even has a gun on his gun belt, but he would put his hand on his belt, bang on the car. I mean, we're just driving, 30 miles an hour in the procession thing.
Like you said, he's doing 90 down.
Yeah, him and the guy in the motor, they're doing just like we do for presidential. Yeah. I mean, flying down Mills. I don't know if you guys pull up cameras or whatever. I mean, flying down Mills. My wife's in there like, oh my God, they're gonna break into somebody. You know, she's the one that's like, better call. And then when he started banging the hood and stuff, I said, we'll call here. So, sorry to get all you guys.
No, that's all right. Yeah, when they said it was an off-duty Orange County deputy, we were like, let's go see if we can help out.
This guy's really, he's either going to diss the wrong person or he was trying to pull me over, like trying to go 1050 or something. I don't know what his deal is.
Operating within the law, and obviously, we've all had problems.
One of our motors lieutenants made a big thing, and I think they worked with you guys' motors unit, and they did some stuff against them, but I don't know. I'm not in that unit, so I don't know what was done. I know we had a bulletin about him. I was telling them about some of the stuff years ago we had. There was two brothers. I don't know if he's one of them that were kind of running the company that we arrested.
Yeah, because they used to live on Nebraska.
They were impersonating your bike unit years ago, and also they were going down the drive during the classic and writing tickets. They stole someone's ticket book or writing tickets during the classic. But yeah, they've been for years. But I don't know what the current thing is. Something between our motors unit, I believe your motors unit. Yeah. They've been working something. Yeah.
Ed, you know anything about that for motors?
Dylan.
Oh, Dylan's doing it?
Dylan's a point of contact. Handling it on our side. Vidler was handling it.
Yeah, Vidler from us.
On the county side.
Yeah.
But obviously, if they're going this full blown, then they're just going to keep an eye on them. And our best bet is potential when they're doing it when Chase is up.
Yeah.
We had a plan about walking traffic down.
That would, I guess in hindsight, the best thing would probably, but they're not going to get it up because I call in as a 911. But they say, hey, can we get Chase up to spot this up? And they would have seen him. They would have had charges on him right off the bat.
Right, and that would be my.
As far as what do I have for you guys, I don't have charges for you guys because they can articulate. Oh, we're just driving to.
Yeah, Brian works with Chase as well. Is there any way we can get?
He got arrested for that weapon, man.
What weapon?
He had a.
Oh, I thought you were coming to arrest me.
No.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No, man. No.
All right, so I'm not going?
No, you're not going.
All right, Diego, let me let you go. I'm sorry to bug you. No, they're saying they're not taking me, so. No. All right, I'm good. Thank you, Diego.
All right, secondly, now you did a motorcycle escort Saturday out of Rocker Group. Under what authority did you guys do that escort? It's not a funeral. You can't do those.
That was cleared with Orlando's Airport Division? I don't know.
They don't have the authority to tell you to break the law. You cannot hold an intersection for a motorcycle funeral. Cannot hold an intersection for a motorcycle funeral or for escorting dump trucks. You only
of the gentlemen that were on that funeral, believe it or not, were your guys and the federal air marshals. I have no control over what rules they get squared away with Lieutenant over at the airport. But I can promise you that there was 5 or 6 of your guys on that funeral.
Maybe.
I mean that escort.
Not on that escort.
Yes, sir. On that journey. Yes, sir. They were.
Maybe riding it.
That's what I mean.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
But you remember, don't you? Like you told the media, you help us out with escorts. You helped us out with.
I didn't say I helped you guys out. I never said that. Go back and get Mr. Cox's footage. I said we were
a part of
that funeral,
which is misleading. Again, like
we were accepted,
like you do here.
We were invited.
No, all the public was invited. But it's misleading when you say that because you lead the public to believe you were helping us on those funerals. You never helped us out on those funerals.
I said we helped you in any way, shape, or form.
I said you're misleading by your terminology. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Now, with the bike escort, it doesn't matter if there are cops in that bike escort. You as a company cannot violate state law. You cannot hold intersections. The only time you can do that is for funerals, Jeremy. Jeremy, call me. We'll sit down, put it out black and white to you, and it'll keep you out of trouble. Trust me when I say that. Because here's the deal, Jeremy, and I'm saying this to you point blank. You guys have poked the bear one too many times. The bear's coming out of the woods. Okay, all right?
Okay. You can calm down, deep breaths, in through your nose, out through your mouth, okay? Let us work through this. Steve, set a second one for carrying.
Okay. You already? I'll take his gun.
Also, this is just. I'm just trying to keep him calm because he's got an asthma-related issue.
Calm down, man. All right. Yeah. All right. There's probably some stuff that you were misled to believe by your security company or your
employer.
All right.
Hold on, my lap.
That's right.
The radio needs to pass, yeah. Hey, throw this on the car. My phone's in the car. My best. Phone's in the back? Yeah.
Take this off.
Yeah. All right. There you go.
We know you got your phone in here, all right?
Yeah.
Keep your hat on you.
Go ahead and unsecure your hand. Go ahead and stand up. 1, 2, 3. You don't have anything else on you. Okay, go ahead and unsecure your hand.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean. No, that's all. The reason you guys are scared, we're dealing with a guy that has a real handgun.
Sergeant Hunt.
Okay, so that's.
Hey, man, you got your ID on you?
Do you have your license on you?
My vest.
It's in your vest?
I took my vest.
Who took? All right, we'll get it.
Okay, aren't you supposed to carry it on you?
Is Nazario still working?
Yeah. When you're what?
Huh?
Nazario?
When you're working for a what?
MPO. He's MPO.
For a security
He's a
company.
recruiter now.
We got 700 plus officers.
Security company.
But you're a K instructor. You have your D and G and K instructor license. So what are you talking about? What statute? What? It's Sergeant. Florida statute says if you're in uniform, you can carry it.
He's not working in a security company.
Huh?
He's not working in a security capacity, I believe.
You're not a security company? The only time that he can carry that weapon is when he's performing security services on the property that he's performing the services for. You're not a security company. He cannot openly carry a weapon. That's state statute.
490. Okay, Sergeant. I hear what you're saying. I'm not arguing.
Okay.
493 says that they're in uniform, they're allowed to open carry.
Correct. For a security company. That's what his license is for. His license allows him to carry for the security company that he's actively working for. You're not a security company. You're a business like FedEx. You're a business like the construction company with the flag on it. You're just a business with a business license to do escort. That's all you are. You are not a security company. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. So by just that alone, he is not entitled to carry that weapon working for you because you're not a security company.
What now, Sergeant? Diego, listen, I need you to tell him here they're arresting all of my guys and they're possibly going to arrest me. We just did a funeral escort and they're saying that we can't wear what we're wearing. And Orlando police is arresting all my guys right now.
One is Victor Perez. One is Stephen Negron. One is Randall something or other. Stephen Negron, Randall something or other, and Victor Perez. And they're probably going to arrest me. And I don't know why. We're doing a funeral escort. They're saying that they can't have weapons. But we're not carrying weapons. We're carrying mace and baton. So call them here, please.
Pepper spray allowed?
Yeah. You have your life. Hey, they're arresting. One has a gun, but he has his DMV. They're arresting my other two guys for having the batons and mace. I don't know what's going on, and they're about to come and get me. They're dealing with me last for some reason. So everyone's in custody. We were doing a funeral escort, and often the police officers try to run the guys over, and now they're covering these guys up. Yes, sir. Okay. Making a right on Lakemont, take it all the way till it dead ends. How's it going, sir? This guy fucking tries to run me over and my motorcycle officer on purpose, and we have it on video. And then he rolled down his window. He says, "You're not allowed to do this. I'm a deputy, or I'm a cop, and I'll arrest you if you don't get out of my way right now." So we got out of his way, but then he keeps cutting in and out of the funeral on purpose, and then stopping in front of my guys. When we have a green light, he'll pull in front of the funeral and stop at the green light. And we're like, dude, keep moving. Since you don't want to listen to us, keep moving. And he's refusing to move. So we're like, move. He's like, you're not a cop. And I'm like, we're not saying we're cops, but you got to move. You know, I don't know what to do. So then with me, he rolled right up to me, and I was like, dude, stop, man. What are you doing? He pushed me with his truck. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm a cop. You can't do what you're doing. I'm like, I don't care if you're a cop or not. You don't have the legal right to keep cutting in and out of my funeral and then pushing me with your truck.
Did he hit you?
He did. He did. And I have it on video. We didn't tell anyone we're cops. We didn't wave at anyone. Dude, we were doing our funeral like we always do. This shit's getting old.
What do you mean by this shit's getting old?
Windermere PD just gave us a shitload of hard time too, and I don't know what else to do. I don't, and it's only cops that are screwing with us. This is wrong. It doesn't matter who you are. We're doing a funeral escort. We're trying to keep the procession together, and you're purposely cutting us off, and you're purposely slamming on your brakes. That's whether you're a cop or not. That's unacceptable as a law enforcement officer. ASAP, when you guys get done and recycle, I need you guys back, because I guarantee you a deputy's word against mine isn't going to work. I mean, everyone migrates over to him just because he's got a badge around his neck. That's wrong.
Well, they just going over to get his side of the story.
Yeah, I'm recording, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, well, so am I. So we get your side of the story, get his side of the story, and we'll see what happens.
I mean, and then he's cutting in and out on purpose, slamming on his brakes, and we're like, come on, dude, drive.
Yeah.
How you doing, sir?
Pretty good. What's going on?
Okay, so we're on in Winter Park's jurisdiction. I'm at the light.
Where in Winter Park jurisdiction?
We were just at Fairbanks in 1792. Okay. So I just relieved my motorcycle. He's moving. I pull up, take the spot. He changes lanes on purpose, and I was like, hey, come on, slide out. He just keeps on coming. I'm like, hey, come on, slide out. He rolls down his window, and then he's like, he's coming towards me, and I'm like, whoa, over here. He's like, I'm a cop. You can't do what you're doing. Get out of the intersection. I have it on video. And at that point, I was like, bro, I still need you to get out of the way. It doesn't matter whether you're a cop or not. Slide over. So he starts pushing me with his truck, and I'm hitting on the hood. And then he goes up and around me, takes off, goes to my next guy, does the same thing with him. Okay? Then he's in and out on purpose of the escort and slamming on his brakes. We're at Virginia and Mills, and he's in the far right lane. Then he sees we're going left. So he shoots over, almost hits my motor guy. It slides over and cuts into the funeral. They all have to slam on their brakes. And then he's riding with us until we get to Corrine and Virginia. And then I get out of the truck and he's slowing down. I was like, come on, since you want to be part of the funeral, come on. And then he slams on his brakes, even though we have a green light. The cars behind him have to slam on their brakes. And that's how we've been going all the way down the road. Keep stopping at a green light, going through a red light. So it's like, we're telling him to keep going because now he's not getting out. He's already advised us he's a cop, but what we're doing is illegal and he'll arrest us. So.
How was your escort? Were you following all the regulations as far as traffic laws and things like that?
Yes, sir.
So you weren't doing 90 miles an hour down hills?
Never, Lieutenant.
I'm not lieutenant, I'm just a regular officer just like anybody else that's standing here.
I apologize.
That's right. Yeah, because obviously his version of what's going on is different from your version of what's going on. You know.
So we were speeding, is what he's saying?
Well, he said that you and another one of your motors officers were speeding down like we would do our presidential escorts at about 90 miles an hour down Mills.
I can get the funeral director. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
And then he said one of your guys was directing the traffic to get down to one lane, so he got down into one lane, and then you got out and were saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Started banging on his hood. And then got behind him and started driving real slow, like you were going to try to pull him over. So he expressed that he was a law enforcement officer with the sheriff's department.
Well, he told me that before I ever got, and I didn't get behind him. My officer relieved me, so I was moving up, and he was purposely driving slow in that lane. I can get the funeral director over, and she never left 15 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour.
How many cars were in your procession?
Right now, about 60.
60.
But at no time, and I have my other guys coming back right now, I can get her to come back and tell you she never went over 25 miles an hour because that's exactly what she was instructed, and we were going slow. So
do you guys leapfrog when you relieve each other through the intersections?
Not for cars. For cars, we bump each other, but motorcycles do leapfrog, yes.
All right. We'll see what we can do. Let's work through this, all right? We can get that one. If you want to talk to me, yeah, obviously his court did that. Yeah. He basically was saying that they weren't speeding down when they were on Mills, but the funeral procession was 20 miles an hour.
The procession is different.
Yeah, and I explained to him, were you guys leapfrogging with your motorcycles? He said that you got in the procession, and he's like, okay, well, if the guy wants to get in the procession, he needs to go. And he said, you kept purposely stopping on your brakes at the green light. So he's like, got out to confront you, and you're like, hey, I'm a deputy. And he's like, I don't care, you need to go if you're going to be part of the procession, you know, so we can continue this. And he said you tried to start pushing him with your car, so that's when he started banging on it and everything else. So obviously, you know, there's different versions of what's going on. So we, one way or the other, we weren't there. But what do you want us to do?
I basically just want to stop and check out, make sure, I wish I had a little further to get a 10-15, but I basically just want them to know that they're not cops, they're not Seattle too.
Well, and that's the whole thing. Like you said, you've been arrested on multiple occasions. We've had some issues with in the past. So
I don't. Him getting behind me with his lights on, he can just say he was part of the thing, so I can't 100%
That's what he said. He said he was bumped by the other officer. He wasn't trying to pull you over. He just got relieved and he was going to his next position.
I wish I could, but I can't articulate what type of team on the Facebook. No, it's purple and blue.
Have you guys done anything in regards to paperwork for what their actual procedures are?
I know.
He thinks he's operating within the law, and obviously,
one of our motors lieutenants made a big thing, and I think they worked with you guys' motors unit, and they did some stuff against them, but I don't know. I'm not in that unit, so I don't know what was done. I know we had a bulletin about them. I was telling them about some of the stuff years ago we had. There's two brothers. I don't know if he's one of them. They were kind of running the company that we arrested.
Yeah, because they used to live on Nebraska.
They were impersonating your bike unit years ago, and also they were going down the drive during the classic and writing tickets. They stole some tickets, writing tickets during the classic. But yeah, they've been for years. But I don't know what the current thing is. Something between our motors unit, I believe, your motors unit. They're working on something.
Ed, you know anything about that for motors?
Dylan.
Oh, Dylan's doing
Dylan was handling it on our side.
Yeah, Vidler from us.
On the county side. But obviously, if they're going this full blown, then we're just going to keep an eye on them. And our best bet is to catch them when they're doing it when Chase is up.
Like 2 weeks ago, we had a complaint about blocking traffic down.
That would, I guess in hindsight, the best thing was probably, hey, but they're not going to get it up because I call it as number one. But to say, hey, can we get Chase up to spot us up? And they would have seen, they would have had charges on that.
Right, and that would be my.
As far as what do I have for you guys, I don't have charges for you guys. I mean, they can be laid over and just drive into.
Yeah, Brian works with Chase as well. Is there any way we can get security?
You guys have any questions? You guys no questions? Okay. All right. Anything at all, you guys let us know, okay?
This side of the story.
Yes.
Showed up for a motor officer. Come on. Can we get a
I don't make their rules. We're in the city. We're in the city. This happened in neutral territory, so they handle neutral territory for Orange County. You probably get what you're gonna get. He's a supervisor, so he showed up.
Charlie 28-1097.
Less than 9-7.
Okay.
That's fine.
Hey, he got arrested for that weapon, man.
What weapon?
He had a.
Oh, I thought you were coming to arrest me.
No.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No, man. No.
Alright, all right. So I'm not going?
No, you're not going.
Alright, Diego, let me let you go. I'm sorry to bug you. No, they're saying they're not taking me, so.
No.
Alright, I'm good. Thank you, Diego.
All right, secondly, now you did a motorcycle escort Saturday out of Rocker Group. Under what authority did you guys do that escort? It's not a funeral. You can't do those.
That was cleared with Orlando's airport division? I don't know.
They don't have the authority to tell you to break the law. You cannot hold an intersection for a motorcycle funeral or for escorting dump trucks.
All the gentlemen that were on that funeral, believe it or not, were your guys and the Federal Air Marshals. I have no control over what rules they get squared away with Lieutenant over at the airport. But I can promise you that there was 5 or 6 of your guys on that funeral. That escort.
Not on that escort.
Yes, sir. On that journey. Yes, sir. They were.
Maybe riding it.
That's what I mean.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
You remember? Don't you? Like you told the media, you help us out with escorts. You helped us out with.
This guy helped you guys out. I never said that. Go back and get Mr. Fox's footage. I said we were
a part of
that funeral,
which is misleading. Again, like
we were accepted,
like you do here.
We were invited.
No, all the public was invited. But it's misleading when you say that because you lead the public to believe you were helping us on those funerals. You never helped us out on those funerals.
I said we helped you in any way, shape, or form.
I said you're misleading by your terminology. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Now, with the bike escort, it doesn't matter if there are cops in that bike escort. You as a company cannot violate state law. You cannot hold intersections. The only time you can do that is for a funeral, Jeremy. Jeremy, call me. We'll sit down, put it out in black and white to you, and it'll keep you out of trouble. Trust me when I say that. Because here's the deal, Jeremy, and I'm saying this to you point blank. You guys have poked the bear one too many times. The bear's coming out of the woods. All right?
Sergeant, can I ask one question before we leave?
Sure.
I hear everything you're saying.
Okay.
Every citation that we ever got, the judges say that we're within our rights to do what we're doing.
Well, it's a different time now.
So if the judge is clearing us, then what are we supposed to do?
It's a case-by-case basis.
It has always been case-by-case. Only 3 of them were thrown out because officers didn't show.
Right.
But the rest were thrown out due to real just cause.
Okay, but it's a case-by-case. Okay? If I write a ticket, by the way, I wrote your record driver this morning.
For what?
He ran me off the road. I'll tell you what he was doing. we were going down to 429. He was following a truck. I was going right on by him. All of a sudden, he cuts right in front of me. Literally, I swerve out of the way from him hitting the front of my car, and then I can see him look in his mirror. He sees me. He turns on his left turn signal when he's already in my lane. And so I turned right.
Was he towing at the time?
No, he wasn't towing. And I pulled him over and I said, God, I said, you got to signal your lane change. Secondly, I have the right of way. You can't just pull right in front of me and then see me and turn your light, your turn signal on. He goes, well, I'm sorry, there was dust coming off the truck and I was trying to get out of the way. You gotta make sure the way's clear before you do it.
Well, I can assure you, we will not be going to court on that.
Yeah, that's how I'd love to. I'd like, hey, take that one to court, guys. You can't do that.
Employee misconduct off the clock, I can't control. I'm sorry, that's not fair.
Well, but he's driving your vehicle.
He takes it home, just like a take-home vehicle.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be a smart ass.
No, I understand.
I'm trying.
But when I drive the sheriff's office vehicle,
yeah, you have to do that much better.
Still,
right, I understand.
Still responsible.
And Sergeant, I'm telling you, this guy tried to fucking run me over.
The reason you're not going to jail right now, I came here with the intent to take you to jail. But when I heard your side and hear his side, okay, I'm going to look at everything. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. That's the reason you're not going to jail. I'm listening to you. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Listen to what you're saying. Because if I didn't care about you, you'd be going to jail right now. I'd say screw it. You know, my reputation, your window officer knows me very well. He knows my reputation. Yeah, I don't play games. That's why I'm saying we need to sit down and have a talk about what you can and not do to keep you guys from getting in more trouble. Yes, sir. Alrighty? Okay, no problem.
Yes, sir. I remember you telling me that you recorded everything that happened.
Yeah.
Did I get a copy of that?
We have to download it, but yes.
Did you get me a copy?
Yeah. Well, I'd have to bring it to the station on a data stick because you can't email it.
You can't email?
It's way too much footage. I'll put it on a data stick and bring it to you, though.
Okay, well,
Why don't you give me your card?
Yeah, just let me know where I can meet you and I'll get it for you.
I got you.
Just call in and just let me know because I may not be on
Jeremy,
duty.
yes, sir. You going to take care of that bike?
Yes, sir. I'll move
it. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
Maybe you're leaving here to shuttle up.